Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery, and it's hard to believe that we are into March already, but here is the monthly freebie. If you've watched January and February, you know that I'm making a journal from these, so every month I'm doing a page spread and giving you the elements to play with, and then I show you what I'm doing with the page, and feel free to use these how you wish. So here is March's pages, just a few butterflies, some gorgeous teal and dark, very dark teal leaves and stuff. And the back is kind of almost fabric looking with all the little lines and stuff, so I like that. Then we have a file folder with pockets and then a couple tickets, some cutouts. I've backed this with the one paper, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that shortly here. We've got a couple tags, a couple postcards, and just a few cutouts. And this month we do have 5 pages in the kit, so we got lots of cutouts. Trying to fill in the spots. I didn't want to just leave lots of white spots on the paper. And then we've got 2 pieces, which I am calling them double-sided corner tucks, but you can use them in a variety of ways, but I'll show you how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go and I'm going to cut all this apart, all these apart, and then I'm going to be right back. I'm going to show you the page spread that I did up for March and hopefully give you a couple of ideas. So see you in a second. Okay, so I got it all cut out and now we can start. I didn't quite cut out all the flowers because I wasn't sure if I was going to use them all. So let's start off with one of these. Actually, let's start off by folding our paper in half. I love the colors of the leaves on this. So one of these, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to score down these little dotted lines. Hopefully once it's folded you won't see that, but then I'll also ink it a little bit. I did ink the edges a little bit. I do have a score tool, a scoreboard, but I just line up my ruler and I use the stylist. And I just push it down. Find it easier than getting up, getting my scoreboard, cleaning off a big enough spot on my table for it. I have a very small work area. It's actually just a little bit bigger than what you can see on camera. Okay, now I'm going to fold this away. And then fold this away. I'm going to have to just trim off a little bit on here, like that. Okay, that's just going to quickly ink these edges. And there's a variety of ways you could actually use this. This side too, but I'm going to show you what was going on in my mind when I made it. So I've seen a number of corner bookmark type things, but some of them seem too thick for my liking, so I made this. The idea is once it's put together, it's going to go over your page and it's going to make a corner pocket on this side and on this side. Now you could use it on the top, the bottom. You could shrink this down and make smaller pockets. You could even just cut it in a triangle and just use it as a straight pocket. You could somehow use it as a flip like that, and then like that, and that, which would work as well. Hopefully I've stayed in camera. So there's just a variety of things you could actually do with this. But this was my thinking behind this. I'm just going to put some glue on here. Okay. And then I'm just going to glue that down. So it's going to be as simple as just putting that on there. Now I could put it that way, or I could change it and put the long side along the bottom like so. I think I like that way. Now, of course, it's going to just slip off if you have it. So, first off, I'm going to trim this little tiny bit here that is just off ever so slightly. Okay. Let's just paint that a little bit there. So I don't want mine to fall off. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to squish it like this, and I'm going to put a tiny little bit of glue way down here. It's not going to interfere with stuff that I put in the pocket. So there we go, we got that. I'm just going to push that down. Okay, so there we have a pocket. Now there's going to be lots of room in this pocket, which I think it'll be okay. I think once it flattens a little more. Okay. And then we've got this here. It's like a file folder type thing. I backed it with the backing of the paper as well. So same thing, I am going to score it down here. And I'm going to score it along these bottom pockets. There is faint little lines. I don't know if you can see it or not on camera. But that's what I'm going to use as a guideline to score. And then we're going to fold it up. Now with the pockets, I could fold them either way. I could fold them this way, or I can fold them this way. And then once it's folded, you have a cute little file folder type thing. You could cut off whichever one of these you don't want. And I think I'm going to put it in this pocket here. I was also thinking that I could put it on the edge of a page like that, and then you would have something on either side. I might do that yet too. But either way, it's going to be this way. So I'm going to glue here and a little bit there on each of those. So we're just going to run a little bit of glue there and there, there, and there. Press that down. This is going to be a nice, short, easy. So then we've got that. Now I've done mine on 65-pound cardstock. I did want something a little stronger than just paper. But, of course, the thicker your paper, the more it's going to bulk things up. So I'm just going to quickly distress this. Okay, and then the inside here. There's that. Oops, knocking things over. So with these cards, you might have to trim that down just a tiny little bit. It's going to depend on how far in you put your glue, but these could easily be trimmed off. But I am going to put these in here anyways. That one there. And this one's going to be here. We're going to decorate these up just a tiny little bit. I have this little punch from Stampin' Up. It just makes that little oval. So I'm going to try to get it in the middle. There's one. There is the second one. I like that little hole because then I can put a little bit wider lace in there, and then it just, you can just see it a little nicer, I think. So I've got these two little tickets. I've got a whole bunch of these flowers, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't know. It's always hard making these decisions. Maybe something like so. And maybe I'll put it on the back just to decorate up the back a little bit. And it'll be in the way of the tag. Don't you just hate making these decisions? That might go cute on there, actually. Goes good with the other colors. Okay, I think I like this on here. Guess it could go there too. guess it'd be okay if I covered up those purple flowers. Okay, let's find, I've got some bit of cheesecloth here. So I just want a little bit just to put underneath to give it a little bit extra. Okay. Trying to spread it out so I can see the edges of it and whatnot. I think just like that. Put a tiny little bit of glue just to hold this in place. Okay. My glue is making a mess. Doing that little volcano thing that sometimes glue does. Not sure why it does that. Some people say it's from temperatures, but I don't really know. Okay, let's put that right close to the bottom. Hopefully I got enough glue to go through the cheesecloth and onto the paper. Okay. And I think just this little blue flower right in the corner. I hope everybody is enjoying these freebies this year. Okay, I don't want it sticking out over the edge because I want it to still fit in the folder. Okay. And the back will make a great writing spot. So there's that one. Now this one, not sure if I quite want that on there. Could just put March on there. Let's do that with a little piece of green, a greenish color of cheesecloth. I dyed all this myself. Let's just put that like that. Glue that up. Okay. Hold that down so it goes through the cheesecloth. Okay. Now we need something for the top. Let me just grab some lace. Okay, I got lots of odds and ends. That one color right there would go good. It's kind of a pink green. I think that color will be nice. That color goes good. So let's cut it at an angle. I tie it. Let's see what it looks like if I put it around like this. Okay, now cut it at a bit of an angle. Here's one. Let's cut this one beforehand. Okay. Feed that up through there and just loop it. There we go. I can always trim these shorter if I want. So let's just slide those into there. And that one. Just with the things on the bottom, you do have to be careful how you put them into the pocket. So there is that. Not sure how I like it playing there, but I could always ink it up a little bit, put a couple stamps on there. And I think I will put it like so. And I'll just put a paper clip on there to hold it in place. And then these postcards can just tuck into there. And there we have a simple layout page. I can decorate some of this up, which I think I'm going to put that there with what color of cheesecloth? I think I'm going to try this darker blue. Just going to put some of this down. Cheesecloth just adds such a nice thin extra layer. Okay, so I'm just going to let it stick out wherever it wants. And if I can find my sparkly blue stuff, here it is. I'm going to put a little bit of this there as well. Just to give it a little extra shine. I love this Flashaboo stuff for just sprucing things up a tiny little bit. And I'm just going to lay that on there, and now I'm going to glue the back of this. And it's just going to hold everything down, I hope. Wow, look at all that glue on my finger. My glue bottle is not being my friend today. And let's just put that right there, and we'll hold it down for a second. Usually just by gluing the paper, it'll usually hold down the cheesecloth. If it's not in like a really big bunch, just trim off the ends of this just a tiny little bit. In case you didn't know, that this Flashaboo is a fly tying material. So you'd have to get it in online or a fly fishing shop or something. But it's nice and thin. It's about the thickness of thread. But it's all sparkly and it comes in a wide variety of colors. So there is a little book spread to add to our collection. So this is the third page. So we've got that pocket and this pocket. Like I say, you could add this to the top. And then we've got our file folder, which sits on the page. You could put little words here or something if you wanted, which I think is cute. You could do this up for any journal. And you could also just use these things as a template. Print them out, cut them out, use them to trace around any paper you like, and then use that for any of your projects. So that's going to just stay on there with a paper clip. I'll probably decorate that paper clip up a little bit. And there we go. I hope you like March's page, and we will see you soon in another video. Bye!